So we are back for another day of the Leagues grind, and last night was pretty productive, to be fair. I got 96 mining. Basically there was a task to mine and smelt 100 corrupted ore, which is actually a really good task for you to do, because it gives you a 50k smithing XP lamp, which is, with the bonus, turned into a 600k smithing XP lamp, and I got 91 smithing. Along with that, I've got 88 woodcutting because I have now unlocked Anachronia, and I've gone and done one of the overgrown idols, which gave me a hard task. I've also done the agility laps as well, so probably from just doing Anachronia, I've got like 200 points, which is pretty nice. Also did a Bloodwood Evil Tree last night. 86 fire making, which I might just go and get 87 really quickly because I can now go and do the eggs. See if that's a viable way to go and get some fire making XP and see if I need extinction to do it. Because if I do, then I'm not going to do it, sort of thing. 94 farming as well from also doing that evil Bloodwood tree. We got 73 hunter last night, so we did the salamanders. I also did 50 Regin jumpers. I still have another couple of hunter tasks, to be fair, so I'm hoping to get that level up a little bit today. And as you can see, we went on a madness with thieving last night. 97 thieving. And then because I've got 97 thieving, of course the game decides to give me some thieving brawling gloves just to meme that little bit harder. But to be fair, with thieving especially, and the fact we need a lot of seeds, I think we're going to do a lot of thieving anyway, so I'm not too mad about that. I also got 68 dungeoneering. That's not from actually doing dungeoneering. I went and opened all the resource dungeons, so got a couple levels there. And we are now down to 4.1k points to tier 7. I have been really productive. I have a list ready to go for us to crack some points out today. And I think if all being well, we'll be around 2k off. I've got some big hitting points which we can do. I think we're going to go and get 99 thieving very, very quickly. That's not an issue. That will get us quite a lot of points. I'm just quickly just going to set myself up to do some fire making while we talk through the master plan for today. I also topped the cash back up now. So we're back up to 191 mil, which is good. That's where we want it to be. And yeah, again, I've ticked off a couple of like little things. I've done the 1000 pickpocketing task. I did the 200 hunter task as well. That was another couple of points. A lot of things sort of jumped in and added to the point total as well. Unlocking Anachronia is nice. I waited to get the lodestone so we can go back pretty easily. And because of that now, we can start chipping away at some of the Anachronia tasks, which there's a lot of points in Anachronia. I just do it, sort of thing. So yeah, we are definitely getting there anyway. What I would like to do today is going to be a big push for points. So points is going to be where I want to do most of my work today. But if we get any spare time, I know I've said it countless times through the past couple of videos, the dig site, and also getting to the point where we can go and upgrade to tier 70 necromancy weapons, because once we get to tier 70, I can then pretty much do tier 80 quite easily. And we're already there to a point of levels as well. So yeah, really got a lot of progress to do. Again, 90 Slayer is also another thing on the list. There's so many things like to do with leagues, and that's what I love, is that because the XP is so quick, something like 90 Slayer might only be like 2 or 3 tasks, which is really nice. But 90 Slayer gives us access to dinosaurs, vile blooms, dark beasts, and between them 3, it's like 500 points worth of stuff. Just from just doing a Slayer task or 2, which I need to do for seeds. So seeds are always like the big thing and the big demand. I'm not doing too bad for seeds. I'll show you when we go to the bank. And I'm using my machines. Don't forget about your machines. Because you've got invention, you can make the machines straight away. And I'm using them to make unfinished potions. There's not really any point. Maybe tanning some dragon hides if you need to. But apart from that, there's nothing you really need machines for. So keeping them busy with that. Also, plant makers aren't too bad either. Plant makers are pretty decent, actually. I think I'll get a plant maker going because my final upgrade to Fort Frame 3. Actually, no, I'll just use the Elf City person. But in terms of seeds, let's have a quick little look. We're not doing too bad. So, like, we had a task of something last night, which was pretty good. So we are racking up a little bit. So we might do a little bit of a seed session later on when it's Crowis hour, because we can get butterflies and then they can go directly onto runecrafting. I've also got to do tiers of Guthics as well. Because they've now unlocked Tormented Demons and got rid of a quest requirement, we can use the Skull of Slain to go straight there. And then we can sort of work our way back to go to tiers of Guthics. And yeah, we can jump in and that'll be some nice runecrafting XP, which we kind of need. Runecrafting, there's a lot of points behind runecrafting and it seems to be a little bit of a problem. So yeah, another day full of tasks and another day full of fun. I'm going to take you all the way with me as well, but we're going to hit a couple of 200 points, 400 point tasks today. I'm 1 Reaper task off 200 points for 10 Reaper tasks. We've got Radiant Energy, grow some Fell Stalks, 99 thieving, 200 mil invention, and also giving 100 mil to Magpie in a grand exchange. So yeah, so 4.1k is where we're going to start for today. And let's just see how much progress we can make. But there we go. That is 87 fire making, which is very nice. Sharp shell shards is what I'm looking to do. So what I'm going to do really quickly, and then we'll sign off for the rest of this morning, is go to our dungeon. I've also put my dragons in to grow in the pen as well. Basically what my thought is, I am dying for beans at the minute. Like beans, I really, really need beans. And I was kind of hoping yesterday that when I was hunting those chinchompers that I'd get lucky and I'd actually get one. But no, did not get them. So I need a female really. That's where I'm really struggling with the dragons. I need a female dragon egg. I've only got 2 males. So I'm a bit gridlocked here. I can grind on things like cows and all the other stuff, but it just doesn't give you enough beans. So we'll definitely see what the idea is going from there. But we are now here in Anachronia, also the Anachronia farm. There are a couple of tasks to do with frogs and some more, like some resources for this. So yeah, maybe we'll get the Anachronia side going as well. So if we see how much all the things are here. Green salamanders might not be the worst thing to do as well, because we will need quite a lot of green salamanders for the summoning grind. But 161 beans, we're kind of like stuck. But once we get things like the trapper, who can go and find his animals every single day, that is a big, big jump. But let's see if we can collect from these and also turn them into sharp shell shards, because there's a requirement here to get dinosaurs from the pile of eggs. And if we can sort of get them at a decent enough rate, maybe that's how we make our sort of beans for a little while. So I'm going to see if we can do this. I'll come back with an update on what the plan is and where we're going later on. And another big day of league gains. Seems that we can do this. Really good, because this will be some very, very good XP. As well as a chance we'll get some dinosaurs. So I'm going to go and give this a little bit of a try, see how we go on as well. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit later on about how the day's gone. But I'll try and throw in more clips of me getting these points. But there we go, straight away we have found a Bagrada Rex, which is actually mad. 200 points for that, which, yeah, really nice. If that's how quick we're going to find some dinosaurs, maybe we do this for a little bit of a while. The XP actually from, like, making the sharp shell swords is not that bad. And will also be really good for our fletching XP. So, yeah, we'll do this for a little while, see how good or bad it is, and then we'll report back with some findings later on. And there we go, 200 points for 10 Reaper tasks, and a Dragon 2H as well, which that will come in useful at some point. Very good special attack is a Dragon 2H sword, so definitely worth doing, but 200 points on from there. What we're going to go and do next is going to go and AFK 10,000 armor spikes, which will give me time to go and edit some videos, and then we'll go and do some of the more active ones. There's a couple which are very close together, which we can all knock out in one big go. But before then, I'm going to go get a Reaper task. I'm going to go and try Hellwhip. So Hellwhip's God Wars 2 boss, level 80 magic requirement. I'm hoping that with having Elder Rune, I should have enough defense to do it. But it'll be a good chance to see if we are capable of doing God Wars 2, which we should be. It's not really that hard, but we're going to go for that and see how we get on. We could also do Rex Matriarchs as well. But I want to go and do Osseous. Osseous is by far better for that, but I don't think Osseous is got one by itself. So yeah, let's go and do Hellwhip for today, and then tomorrow I'll get the Osseous quest done, and then we'll be able to go and give that a try and see how we do, because the Matriarch sort of gatekeep the Arbok Seed. The Arbok Seed is a decent requirement, as well as being able to, I think, plant and also clean them as well as something. So yeah, let's go and see if we can manage a full Hellwhip trip. I'm going to take a full info of food, and let's just see how we get on and see if we can get through it. So there is a Hellwhip kill. We are definitely going to come back at another time though, because that was brutal. But we'll definitely take the 14 pieces of salvage, decent cash there. Basically, I need to upgrade my weapon. We didn't do enough damage. I pretty much went through a whole info of food just for that one kill. Lost a little bit of KC, but it's not too bad. What I'm going to go and do now, though, is go and do those arm spikes, because that's a nice AFK task. I'm going to go start editing the next video for the channel, and then once we've done, we'll start knocking out some of the bigger stuff. But we've done the 200 points for Reaper. We've also stuck in 80 points from Hellwhip. That's 280 points today, on top of the other bits we've done. So 3.6k to go, and this armor spike task will be 200 more. It's just a little bit more AFK than the rest. The rest I'll be able to knock through quite quick. And there we go, another 200 point task. 10,000 armor spikes. Again, that really didn't take too long. Like, all I literally needed to do was 10 bars worth of armor spikes. Nice easy task. Now, because I've got some stuff to do, I'm going to upgrade my Elder Rune for a few reasons. One, I'm very close to 100% respect. And with that, I can buy the upgrade for the cannon, which will be another big point task. And also, it's a little bit of AFK XP. I need it, so yeah, I'm going to go get that. Once we've unlocked the cannon, we'll go and do a couple of the quicker tasks because we've got a nice bank here. And we'll come back for those to rattle them off, but 3.4k to go. So here we go, up to 100 respect. So if we go to Egil and go to the rewards, we are going to buy the Royal Cannon. So if we buy that, there we go, a 200 point task for unlocking the Royal Cannon. I also think as well, I've still got some more blacksmith armor to do, so I'm going to finish these two anyway because they're in an unusable state, but another 200 points onto the tally for today. We'll finish these armors and then we'll move on to the next big thing for us to do. So managed to squeeze in an evil bloodwood tree. So with that, 89 woodcutting, 89 fire making as well. There's quite a few tasks regarding older logs as well. So cutting older logs, burning older logs, which we'll be able to wrap those up today because we're so close. I'm going to go do a little stint of archaeology now because we're always working on archaeology to be able to get ancient invention. So just means I can just AFK for a little bit while I just go and get some collections. I need chronotes to be able to get the master outfit as well because that would be very nice. But opening these wild rewards, nothing too big. I actually got scammed a little bit on those very wild rewards with just 2 cash stacks. So I'm trying to get brawlers. Really for me, agility brawlers would be mega, or hunter brawlers. I'd take hunter brawlers as well, but energy, bones, seeds, can't really moan, it's just supplies. I do need a little stint of actually going to use all my bones and ashes, but we'll do that at some point in the future when we're not trying to AFK away. But fire making and woodcutting, really starting to get there now. Like level 90 would be huge for both. Cooking, I'm going to do the first bit of recipe for disaster and work towards like doing wines, which just means I can keep doing swarm fishing, and then once like I've got a decent enough cooking level, cook that better food. So swarm fishing means we'll only be getting high quality food. It's AFK, it's easy, and then with the wines, with the Colomancer's chest, it just means we can have really easy, fast cooking XP as well, and we can cook the food we catch. So yeah, pretty decent. 92 smithing as well, which we got from doing that stint of Artisan's Workshop, and we got 92 necromancy a little earlier on, just getting KC for a weir as well. So yeah, we're getting there to a point where we're very close to a couple of 99. So gonna AFK and get some archaeology relics. I've not really fixed any relics either, so we've got a lot of archaeology XP stored. But for now, it's time to edit some videos. It's time to AFK, so archaeology time. So we are going to wrap the video up there for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and continuing watching the League series. We're still going to keep going. Obviously, with the progress being a bit limited by levels and stuff now, and also points being a bit more bigger between sort of layers, it's a little bit slower to make progress, so you might see a little less of these videos throughout, but we're going to keep going until the end of the leagues or until we get the Dragon Trophy. That'll be whatever happens first is when we'll stop. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, any ideas of content, anything you want to see, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Thank you guys for so much support during this league. Really has sort of helped me out with the channel and to get back into the rhythm of making videos. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.